Okay, in this lesson, we're going to start talking about marketing, specifically Amazon ads, and this is a must for your business. This is always going to ensure that you have traffic going to your books for years to come. There's, in my opinion, in my experience, there's no other need than to know how to drive traffic to your books. That's all you need. It's an investment. You pay to have your books show up so people could click and a percentage will buy. So as long as you have this, everything else and everything that everybody talks about with the launches and all this extra stuff, this is one of the most important things to have, to utilize this. And most people give up on this just because it's so complicated and it's always changing. But don't give up on it, because at the end of the day, your job is you're a publisher, so you're marketing books for authors. In this case, you're having the books written for yourself, and you have to just learn how to market your books. So let's get right into the lesson. This is probably going to be a couple of lessons. It might be a long one. So sit tight, pay attention, and watch how this all works. All right. So I am in my back office here, where all of my books are housed in Kindle, Amazon. And if you want to place an ad on a book, you could do it two ways. So I'm going to show you the first way. You can select a book right from your back office. So I'm just going to go into this book here, and this will pop up, and you click on promote and advertise. So you click on that. That will bring you to this page here, and you click on which marketplace. So US, the UK, France, Italy, Canada, Spain. So let's stay in the US, create an ad campaign. Click on that. And this will come up. For now, you're always going to choose sponsored products on the left, sponsored products. If you were publishing in fiction, where these ads would show up on the Kindle e-reader, but for nonfiction, we don't publicize here. We just publicize on ads that are going to come up on the sides, or the sponsored ads that I've alluded to many times during the other lessons. So this is where our ads will show up. Clicked on that, and then you'll get this format here. You will have to develop your own system. I mean, I can and I probably will just set up a whole course on Amazon ads, just because this stuff changes all the time, and there's just so many ways you could systemize this for yourself. But I'm going to give you the basics, what you need to know, what you need to have just to get traffic to your books. So I decided to do a case study here today with one of the books that I launched maybe in April, and it's not doing well. And I just noticed it, and this is what I'll do. I just go through books and I see how they are performing, if they're making money for me or not, and then I just come back and I'm going to show you what I do. And this is what you will have to do. This way, you're going to ensure that you have books, you have passive income coming all the time. This is something that you have to touch with, keep up with from time to time. So I'm going to show you the book. Let me pause this a second. Okay, so this is our case study. This is a live case study. And again, I'm going to emphasize, I want to show you in real life, real examples, how this all works. So this might happen to you. You might get a book, launch a book that is not doing so well. So what do I consider not doing well? I launched a book in March. This was the pandemic quarantine crisis here. These months were really, really bad. But either way, I still made a lot of money during these months. And this book just happened to not perform. And you could see that. So it came out in March. I only made $15.62. Then $10. Then $13, $14, $16.86. And this month of August, it's only done $12.89, right? So again, this is only one platform. This book is, I've sold this book on other platforms like Ingram Spark, but here it's not performing well, and this has to do with the ads, so I'm going to address this here. All right, so it's not performing well. Let's go back to the ads and try to get some traffic. The description is fine with this book. I took a look at the description, and we just need traffic to get some sales. I don't think there's enough traffic going to the book. Let me pause this. Okay, so we're back here to create the campaign. You could name the campaign various ways. I have several systems I've changed over the years, but for this case, this is a book on the vagus nerve. I like to put the author name, right? Author name. That's not the author's name. I'm just writing that so you can make notes. And then I'll put the name of the book. And maybe something else that I want to know. I'm going to pull the keywords off of merchant, the platform merchant words. So I might put here merchant words or MW. This is all your personal preference. And I might normally put it in a portfolio. I'm not going to put it in a portfolio. I start off the daily budget with $5 or $10. I'll put $10. I'm going to go with manual targeting as opposed to automatic. Automatic means that Amazon is going to place this book where it thinks, based on your metadata, the title, it's going to place the book and on keywords throughout the Amazon on what it thinks it should go. But let's do manual targeting. This is what you need to learn. Automatic is very simple. Campaign bidding strategy. So here, I like to go with fixed bids. You could play around with this. There's a lot of testing that comes involved with all these types of platforms for traffic. And then you could do a custom text ad or a standard. I'll probably show you both, but for now we're going to go with standard. It means that I don't have to type anything specifically here on the ad. Let me look for the book. 1 second. Okay, so I typed the name of the book here and I was able to find the book, and I added only the print. So the print book is selling for $14.58, and I only really place ads for print. That's where we make money. I don't want to place an ad for a $2.99 book where we make $2, right? I'm going to place ads for print only. I will place ads for ebooks for bundles, because those could be $6.99, $8.99. So there's margin there for that, but not on $2.99 ebooks. So $14.58. We found the book. We've added that to products, and let's move on. So after you've added the book, you scroll down, and it's going to ask you for targeting. It's not going to be a product targeting. It's going to be keywords that we're going to be placing down here. So you leave that alone. You don't have to touch that. You go down to keyword targeting and click on here where it says suggested bid. I start off with a default bid because the suggested bid, let's see what it's going to be. It's probably going to be like, it's going to be all of these here. You see 42 cents, 42, 78 cents, 79 cents, 88. That is the suggested bid right here. I'm changing that to default. It means I'm going to say what the default is, and the default it recommends is always 75 cents. So I'm going to start this campaign. I usually start it with 15 cents, but I just want traffic to this. I'm going to start off with 25 cents, which is pretty high. So that's going to set all of the bids. Once we get the keywords, you'll see it now. It's going to set it. The default is going to be at 25 cents. So let's go into enter a list manually. So now I'm going to get my keywords. Let's do that. So I'm back over to the merchant words platforms. We talked about this in setting up accounts, different platforms or tools you can use. I'm going to show you a couple of ways here. So I go to merchant words, and what I like to do is I like to go to Amazon, go to the Kindle store, and then I'm going to go to Vagus Nerve. Let's find books on this topic. So let's touch up on things as we're going through this. Look at the results, how small this keyword is. The competition is only 561 results, right? I don't really like going this small, but Vagus Nerve is something that I've tried this year, and I'm just getting new into this area. So just to reinforce, we look at the sponsored ads. It's not selling that great for an ad. This one is selling well, but this is probably a real author with 289 reviews. This is a real person, probably driving. These people who are real authors, they have websites, they have organic traffic coming in to Amazon, so they're always going to do 10 times better than us. But this is the only thing they're doing. They're probably publishing 1 or 2 books a year, Let's look at this next copy, 105. This is selling well, a lot of reviews. That's a real author. Here, look, this is a nice cover. This just came out August 18th. Today is the 21st, so this was published 3 days ago. And this is the same person here, Abraham, and here's his bundle. So this is an independent publisher. Just to reinforce, you could go in here and see what this guy or this girl is doing. He published all these books in the span of 2 days, and this is how you reverse engineer these keywords. Anyway, so what you're doing here for the Amazon keywords, you're looking for a book that's selling really well, like this one, 38,000, right? So I'm going to take this ID from the book. It's called the ASIN number, and I'm going to go over to Merchant Words, and that's what I have here. Copy it and paste it, and you search. I'm just doing this. I just did this 2 minutes ago, but I want to show you. So what this does, it pulls in this book and it tells me what keywords this book is using for the ads. So it's found 250 terms found for this book. What I like to do is I like to export all of these keywords so I could run my ads off a book that's selling well. So we do that. We export those words. Here they are, this column here. Let's erase the word phrase. I highlight the entire column, which should be 250 words. Here's the countdown here, 240. Go back to entering these words. I right click and I paste. Here are all the words, keywords. We're going to add that to the campaign. And we're going to get a total of 714 in combination, right? Broad, phrase, exact. And here is the default bid I set, 25 cents. So that's it. That's all you have to do to start off. Name of the author, name of the book. This campaign is going to be based on merchant words. You could organize things how you want to. I have a lot of different portfolios and stuff like that. This is a manual. It could spend only $10 a day. This hardly ever happens that it's going to even get close to $10. This platform compared to Facebook is very conservative. Fixed bid, standard. If I wanted to type in my own ad copy, then I would customize the ad. So it's just going to be a standard picture. So let's go back to the ad here. So this is a custom ad because they typed this in, an in-depth look at more than 19 daily exercises and techniques to stimulate the vagus nerve in vagal tone. So this is a custom text. We didn't do a custom, we did a standard. This is this is a standard because this is a standard message from Amazon, great on Kindle, high quality digital reader. So this is a standard ad and this is a custom ad because they were able to type this in. And you could type in whatever you want and it has to get approved. Here is another custom ad, right? They typed this in. Do you know vagus nerve has effects on your body from brain into the guts? So this is something you could do working with ad copy to have people drawn to your ad and clicking. So we're starting off with a standard ad, not custom. We're not typing anything where you don't have to know ad copy. So that's it. You're going to launch the campaign. I'm going to launch this. I'm just going to change the name of the author here. So I will launch, as I mentioned down here for the ad group name. I've been doing, I use this to specifically address anything in the campaign for this particular ad. So I just typed in right now, 8/21, today is August 21st, and I'm saying here that I started my default bid at 25 cents. So I like to put that here because let's say in a day or two I come back to it and I see the number of impressions are not as high as I want them to be. I'm going to increase the ad spend, this default maybe to 27 cents, and I progressively increase or decrease, and I make that adjustment here because I have just so many ads placed that this quickly shows me what I did last. Anyway, I hope that helps. This is kind of simple. And you just have to put the time in and play around with it. But I'm going to give you the basics, and this is how I start off. And I usually start off at 15 cents. I usually start off with a standard ad and a fixed ad and a manual ad. All right. All right, so once you submit, you launch the ad, you'll get this screen here. Congratulations, you successfully created your campaign. So now you'll get an email, and in the email, you will be known that they're going to review the ad, and then they'll let you know once the ad is live. Let me show you what it looks like over here. Hold on. So you could see here the ad I just placed. It's right up here. Today's date, August 21st. There's no impressions yet, obviously, because it's not approved. But this is the data that you're looking for. Impressions, how many times it's shown, how many clicks, the click-through rate, how much you spend, and cost per click, how many sales you have made. So today, so far, I've had 100,000 impressions, 94 clicks overall. I've spent $20. I've sold 4 books on these ads, about $59 worth of sales so far. All right, so now next I'm going to show you importing different keywords for the same book. I'll see you in the next lesson.